Hello, I'm Matt from LudoChrono, and today I'm going to give you an overview of Cerberus. Cerberus is a race game, but an alliance and betrayal game because you're going to try to escape hell. And it's a game for 3 to 7 players, ages 10 and up, and you play for around 45 minutes. So in Cerberus, you are a group of survivors and you want to reach the boats of Karen because you want to escape hell. The problem is that there is limited space in the boats and you may need to betray your fellow survivors. Because Cerberus is there and he's guarding people. He wants people in, not out. So he's going to try to eat people up and to make them join his side. So you may turn into a Cerberus player, which allows you to betray the group and try to make everyone lose in order to win. So you have 4 basic cards for every player, you have a meeple on the board, and you try to get across. You have some obstacles, you have some helps, for example this bridge which collapses after someone goes on it, and so on and so forth. So on your turn you're going to play one of those cards, and those cards have double abilities. So you can choose the side you're going to use, and there is going to be a cost. The cost is in the top left corner. So for example, orange feels benevolent, is going to move other players because the symbols are white. So he's going to play this card and discard it. He's going to pay the cost by moving the rage track up 1 space, and then he's going to apply the abilities by moving, for example, white by 3 and blue by 1. Then it's the next player's turn, it's going to be red, and red is somewhat selfish. So red is going to play something else. Red is going to pay the cost, moving the rage track up 1 space, and is going to move himself by 2 spaces. As you land on a special space, there might be special abilities. For example, in this case, you're going to draw 1 special survival card. These survival cards are bonuses. You're going to be able to trigger 1 of your basic cards and 1 survival card. These survival cards are going to give you bonuses. You have 2 abilities on them. You have the base ability, which can be triggered anytime, and you have the advanced ability, which has a cost. In this case, someone has to discard 1 additional survival card. And I say someone because it's not necessarily red. Another player can pay the cost, so there is a bit of negotiation involved in this. So if you play that card, you choose the ability you want to trigger, you try to pay the cost, either by yourself or with other players, and you're going to trigger the ability that you chose. So basically, I talked about the rage track here. And the rage track is going to be representing when Cerberus is going to hunt. And the number on the dice is the number of spaces it's going to move forward. So for example, let's imagine we have moved a bit like so. Cerberus is going to be there and Cerberus is going to hunt. You move him up 3 spaces. He's not eaten anyone, he gets angrier, so you're going to dial the die up by 1 pip, and you move it back to the beginning of the track. Next time he's going to be hunting by 4 spaces, then, if he's eating someone at the next hunt, he's going to be hunting that person, going back to the Cerberus checkpoint, and that player is going to be placed on the Cerberus track, making it shorter. But that's not all. If you get to the dark side of the track, you're going to be a Cerberus player. You take all of your cards, basic cards back, you discard any survival cards, and you get to be Cerberus. So you flip your cards and get them on the Cerberus side. These are basically working the same as the other cards, the basic cards, but they trigger different effects which help Cerberus get across the board. You may draw betrayal cards, which are kind of like survival cards, but the nasty kinds. For example, this allows you to move up spaces on the rage track. This allows you to dial the speed up. So you have a lot of things going on with those cards, those new cards. It's a different kind of playstyle. So once a survivor reaches the last board, you're going to reveal the closest both, discard the others, but you may, during the game, swap them, you may look at them, and then you're going to know the number of spaces that you have to leave. Here we have 2 spaces. This means that you have to have 2 people to leave safely, 2 winners basically, and everyone else would be a loser. So if there is only 1 person, well, that's a problem. If Cerberus eats everyone on their path, that person can't leave, and that person is going to lose as well, because Cerberus is going to catch her. So basically, all of the Cerberus players would win if no survivor is going to win. That's it. You know almost everything there is to know about Cerberus. So it's a game about alliance and betrayal. And in this game, you may have to reconsider alliances and promises. Also, you have different obstacles. So for example, there is a teleporter here. You have that bridge that collapses after someone goes on it. And you have a modular board with like platforms instead, and you can modulate the difficulty of the level. That's it. So bye-bye, and see you on ludovox.fr.